Hello, folks. It is I, Kamikaze, here to bring you Blueprints. It is supposedly a roguelike puzzle game involving a mansion of some kind. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just been recommended by a couple people to play it, and so I decided that, from what I could tell, this thing is not going to be like a one-off. It's going to be like a series of episodes. And so if people are enjoying watching it, please make sure you comment and tell me to keep going, or else my brain will kind of just fizzle out as it normally does. I currently hit a slump where I can't seem to fix the errors in my programmings that I've been doing, so I gotta fill up my time with something else, or else I, you know what? My personal life sucks. And we're gonna leave it at that. Any more details just makes things difficult for everyone. So what we're doing is we are going to first move the window over and play Blueprints. But how's everyone been doing? Have you guys missed me doing series? Do you want me to do more series? Do you have games that I could, use my limited mental capacity upon? And there's stuff to say. Dogubon presents. Okay. Anything that you think I should play that I could possibly make it my way through? Or you have a one-off for me that I could do in like a half an hour to an hour that you know I could actually make it to the end? Yeah. Make a comment below. Shoot me a DM. Just shoot me in general. I'll accept that as an option too. I mean, what? Yeah. Cat hair.
Hello. Welcome to my estate. Or was my estate. I have bequeathed this. Oh,
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
Is it quiet?
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Oh, I thought that said rectal.
And bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Well, if it's 45,
the location
whatever.
of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew
One eternity
fail
later.
to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
So how long do I have? Is this time-based?
Whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Oh, good. It's only, 32 years ago.
Sinclair.
Great sound design. Great voice acting. What is this, me? Day 1. So what do I have? Like a... Ooh, it even had a reflection in the water. Don't know why that impressed me, but it did. You know, it's tempting... It actually is tempting to turn on my... my eye tracker for this. You know what? It really is tempting to turn on my eye tracker for this. Hold on. Let me just, boink. If you don't like the eye tracker, I can always not use it in the future ones. You'll have plenty of time from the first episode. let's see. We click here. We turn that on. And the red lights, which are infrared, yet for some reason I feel like if they're infrared, why can I see them? Then we go... And... Wait, why isn't it on? I mean, I don't even see it. Toby. Eye tracker? You know what? Hold on a second. Nah, I'm not going to do any kind of transition. Screw that. All right, I'm back. So now you can see that I have my little eye tracker going. So hopefully this will make things a little more interesting, and so you can know where I'm looking. It will be a little bit off. It's not perfect. And this isn't something I created. This is something that already exists. What a lovely house. Wait. Okay, I'm trying to look at the 50, and it's like going off the screen. Weird. Okay, well, as I said, it's got its issues. I'll deal with like making that work out if I can't. 49. Wait. So I have a limited amount of steps. How does that work? Can I jump? No, there's no jump. I cannot walk over the flowers. Gardener will get mad at me. It's down here. Interesting. We've got a lovely little place down here that's blocked off. How long is it until my steps go down? Game looks great. I actually really like it. I like the aesthetic. I tried to walk off the edge. It would not let me. So no one can say I didn't try. You can do it. Jump. 48? No. What the? Hey, Doc. Anything in here? And see, this way you can see where I'm looking, mostly. So that way you can yell at me in the comments telling me that, you know, hey, idiot, you missed something. I accept the term idiot and anything else that you would like to say. That's within the terms of service of Twitch and YouTube. You can also see how my brain actually looks around at things. 48. So this... Now. Is it when I go past, like, doors? Does that go down when I go past doors? Mmm. Delicious water juice. It said day 1. So do I have a limited amount of... Does time pass? Okay. Can't move that gate. Ooh. A tent. Is there something here for me? Fire burn Kame? No. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth by your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu, a tab. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint at the entrance hall, which I have not done. I'm assuming that was what was on the table, which I was only half paying attention to. 47. So yeah, I guess it's a matter of how distance me travel. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Interesting. Things are probably like randomly generated. Or I could sit there and try and brute force it with 10,000 passwords. But it looks like an apple farm. Or an apple tree, I think is what I saw in there. It's this. Welcome to the bunker. In case of nuclear fallout, go here. Looks like an entrance to another game I've seen. $46. So it's going down over time. It's not like going... That seems to have gone down faster than... Is it through doorways? Was that considered a doorway? Let's find out. Okay, we're watching this. 46. 45. It's through doorways, which means once I go back inside the house, it'll be 44, which means I wasted 6 footy steps to accomplish nothing. What is it? Locked? Am I not allowed to hop the fence? Can't I reach around? Can't I give it a reach around and open the door? Bargains. Yep, 44. Trying to see if there's anything I can click around here. What is this? Queen. Ace. Huh? Wait. Okay, so the left hand, right hand. My brain just like... What is... Because there's not one there. There's just these two here. Whatever. Open only in the event of my death.
Simon, welcome to Mount Holy. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement. Oh, sorry. Memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will be unalived. As to me, you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge and the lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further in my mind when I chose you as an heir. Sorry that it's on top of everything. That's just weird. I don't think I... You know what? Hold, please!
And I am back. Hopefully with better accuracy than what it was. What is this?
The Mount Holy Blueprint. This will serve useful map inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pushing tab.
Okay. Oh. How does this work? Call it a day. Dink. Day 1. Wait, let me look at this. Was there more pages? Oh, there was. With that said, there are a few ground rules in this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel should bring to your attention.
No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found in the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight.
How would you know? Is there someone watching me? I don't suspect any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and do not rely on the successes of the previous day. I believe my glasses actually make a difference on this eye tracker. One final word of advice. Do not assume me the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain which room lies beyond the particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead.
With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert von Schnuppenheimer.
I don't know what his name is. Actually, I think that my glasses are definitely making a difference, because I can, like, if I look up, it moves things down, look down, and it moves things up, even though I'm keeping my eye at the same location. What about here? Oh, that's not even calibrated my eyes. I'm looking at path right now. Oh, it's definitely my glasses that throw it off. I gotta make a note of that. Hopefully it'll be good enough. You know what? Since before we started, I'm just going to turn it off now. And you guys can decide if you want to see it in the future. Because I can always just literally turn it back on. See, that's how simple it was. It's gone. It's gone. Goodbye. Hello! Closed-eyed
bust of man with tie. Okay, it's a face card. And that's an ace card. Interesting. Just, wait, can I run? I guess there is a run, but it's not really. So I got 3 doors. And my rule is left is always right. Why is there a clock? No timer, please. Okay, so whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. There's a closet, which looks like that would mean that I wouldn't be able to go any farther in there because there's no doors. Because I see this one has a door. Hallway. And I can hit tab, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Interesting. Okay, so if I do that, I'm guessing that it was, what, 5 by 2, 3, 4, 5... something. 5 by something. But I want items. You know what? Yeah, I want items. I want the closet. What? There's a... Okay, so I'm not crazy. There's like these hand-drawn portraits. What's this? A single ivory die, +1. While drafting, you may use to roll new floor plans. Interesting. Said 2 items. Wait, what's this? Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, or I'm assuming those are coins because it's called a coin purse, earn an additional 1 in interest. What is it going to do? Magically show up? What is this? Is that a pry bar? Am I getting a Gordon Freeman? Everything has hands in it. They all have hands. Got prayer. We have a crowbar, pry bar, base card. We have an ace. Which one is that? Does it matter? Queen? Queen of diamonds and an ace of spades. I don't think it matters, but maybe it does. The bathroom. Fantastic. Just what I needed. Oh, the dead. It gives me 1 diamond. And this gives me 1 puzzle piece. What the heck's a puzzle piece? Diamond or puzzle? You know what? Let's go with the diamond. A box. Oh, so that's just like a gem thing. Can I catch myself on fire? I'm gonna warm my butt. Warm up my rectum. Okay, so we've got time. And time again. Time after time. More of the portraits. Why do these seem like relevant to each other? My brain keeps thinking, like even that first one I saw, it was like not a matter of relevancy of what they are. What kind of tree is this? No, what's... trying to think. Fir? No. Pine? Is that like a Christmas tree? And that's a pin. Got a queen. Oh crap, I just realized I'm losing steps every time I go back and forth. I need to not do that. I'm a smart man. Storeroom. 1, 1, and 1. Yeah, I'll take that. Also, I forgot to check the box. There was a box here. Never mind, the trunk is locked. The trunk cannot be opened. Okay. Got a 10-cent price tag. And an elk. Ooh, coin. Rocking horse. Can I take that with me? Ooh, what's this? Okay, so that's a key. All shiny. So what is this? It's a price tag, and that's an elk. Okay, maybe the correlation thing isn't right. Because what would this be? What, we got tag and stag? I don't know. Is stag the appropriate word? I don't know. I don't know a thing about Mises. Ooh, guest bedroom gives me 10 footsteps. I think it also gives me a dead end. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Da-da-da-da. Ah, it gave me rest. Is there anything, like, hidden around here? Ooh. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. It was a lovely time. I didn't want you to forget what we did this weekend. Parcheesi in the parlor. I had a thrilling time in the hunt with for Lord Evanson, human hunting, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen a billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay. So I need to draft a... What's this? 57188. An electronic key card. Okay. Is that a good thing? Maybe? Is there a crouch? No crouch? No hidden things on the bookshelf? Does this one have pictures in it? Oh, it does. We've got a tub, a bath. Yeah, okay, my brain can't be this crazy, right? Bath and bat. Bath and bat. Then we have pine and pin. You know what? I'm going to Google something, and just so you know that I'm not, like, Googling answers here, I'm going to go, what is a stag? Because it seems like, isn't, like, a stag like a male deer or something, maybe? A male deer. Okay, literally, by definition, a male deer. So, technically, I might not be wrong on that. I mean, there's no way I pulled all this out of my ass. It's just coincidence. So, now I've created dead ends there. Means I only have one direction to go. I'm really making good use of my first day. Rank 1. I mean rank 1. Either the parlor would let me go to the lift, or the pantry would let me go to the reet. I want to find out what a puzzle piece is. Oh, great grand person, I forgot what the hell you were related to me. My great aunt uncle, Cupid Farnsworth. What's this? Oh, hello. Welcome to the parlor. Wait. Oink. Wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate of Old Hams in the past Thursday. I'm being Frank Furter. It has been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry... beginning to worry that my wife's wit has lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing the mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with particulars of this game. So what, did my uncle cousin make all these rooms, and how are they being, like, connected together? Is someone outside pushing them together and then using super glue? I have included in this letter the details you need to share with the guests to be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays one true statement. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statement. Only one box has prize within. Other 2 always empty. I'm assuming these are the boxes. What do we have? The blue box is true. You are in the parlor. Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you. This box is empty. Wait. The blue box is true, stating that this is true, and you are in the parlor. I'm in the parlor, right?
Yeah, I'm in the parlor. So that's stating that this is true. And then this box is empty. So what am I looking for? Am I looking for the right box or the wrong box? I don't understand. What am I looking for in this? There will always be one that displays true, one that displays false, and only one that has a prize. So, I mean, it says at least, right? It said at least. Hold on. Short-term memory. Goldfish. 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 At least. At least. So, there can be two. The blue box is true. You are in the parlor. So, that's correct because it's saying the blue box is true and the blue box is true. And if this is true, then no. Because if one has to be false, and if this is the false box, haha. So it's not a matter of which one is the truth box. It's which box contains the items, I guess. Does this one have pictures? Oh, it does have pictures. What do you have? Bridge and bride. No, I can't be insane. I should be writing this stuff down. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Where is... I forgot. I don't know what pencil and paper is. I've got computer notepad. Okay, so we have bridge, bride, cried, if I could spell correctly. Bride. Then we had pine, pin, stag, tag. That would make sense because that was a face card and then there was an ace card. So if we take it as face and ace, what was the other one? It was praying and a crowbar. Or I said a pry bar. No, that would make sense. Pray, pry, right? Is that all the rooms I got? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there? Okay. Storeroom, entrance hall. Wait. Okay, so that was a storeroom. The den was that one. What was in the guest bedroom? The guest bedroom was what? Bat and bath. No, this can't be a coincidence. It says it's a puzzle game, so my brain's trying to think in some kind of like puzzle mode here. Okay, so from each word, it's missing a letter. So G, E, S, F, A, H. Wait, but I don't have this sorted in any way, so this doesn't make any sense. I don't know any words that consist of those 6 letters. Then again, I think if this is in every single room, what does this do? Write me a freaking novel? Because I got 6 letters out of there. Maybe I can do it by line or by column or something. Okay, so the parlor, since now I forgot, the parlor is Bridge Bride. And the other one was Bat Bath. So let's move those around into lines because they're shorter. Okay, so on the first line, I have ESFA, which no, I was about to say it's face. No, face is spelled with a C. Isaf, Fase, Fisa, Safe. Safe. But there would be a fifth letter, wouldn't there? Or is it only the... No, that wouldn't make sense. Huh. And why does it seem like there is no music? It's like no music playing. I'm not one for, like, quiet. Hence why I'm filling up everything with my random thoughts here. You know, I'm probably just pulling this shit out of my ass, and this was just all coincidence, and this doesn't make any sense. So now we're going to go with the parlor. Wait, it said puzzle. Or was this a puzzle room? Is that what it was? It was a puzzle room? Anything on the tables? Tables? Counters? No? Okay, well, let's continue. Observatory. Spare room and corridor. This one looks... Ooh, I have a gem. I'll do it. It says gem requirement. Yep, I kind of figured. When it said gem requirement, I assumed either I had to have at least that many gems or it was going to charge my ass. What is this? You can't tell me that I can't use it. That wouldn't be fun. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa, what? What? Hold on. Ooh. There's a ledge. Can I get up on the ledge? Run. Hold on. Oh, I can't plop down off the edge. What do we have here? Oh, hello. What are you? What do you do? Okay. If I do that, I can't go back down. What about these? Well, we're in observatory. Stars. Great. Thanks. And stairs. No, this can't be. No. Hold on. Which row are we on? We're on the second row. Which means... Stars. Stairs. And that would be... I. G-H-I? Okay, now I'm just going through the alphabet. I'm probably pulling at straws here, but those pictures just in the very beginning just seemed so out of place. My brain was just wanting to pay attention to them. And I think this just might be something to lead me astray. What's this?
The fixed stars. Stargazer's companion to constellations.
To constipations. Book contains a complete star base, constellations, the observatory, to accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one in a single day. This book is a solid base for astronomy to help easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. Oh, so if I see these... Well, I can't seem to look through the thing. The twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. Oh, hold on. Slice 3 steps. Diamond. Southern Cross. Farmer's apple.
Apples are extra delicious today.
Fantastic. Well, is there going to be food I can eat?
Clavis, the key.
Diamondus Major. +5 gems. Nice. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. Ooh. Sale. Everything's 50. So there's shops. At least I know I can spend my gold. My coins. Gold? Coins? What? Wait, hold on. 11, 12, 15. 13, 14? Am I missing, like, page 13, 14? Hold on. Am I missing a lot of pages? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 6. Missing 6. 9, 10. Not 6, 7, just 6. How do you miss 6? How do you miss one single page? Because it would have to be on both sides, right? So 5 to 7. 5 out of 7, perfect score. Whoops, didn't mean to click. Okay, let's see here. And that just jumps 12, 13, 14 to 15. And then from 15 it goes to 20. Green rooms are likely to contain special flowers today. Flowers. Oh no, that's the end of it. Is this part of the puzzle? Can only rotate it one way. Hold on. Okay, so this move it down. Or, no, this moved it... dong. I noticed I could turn the other one another direction. I thought I could only turn it one direction, but apparently, depending on which side I'm standing on. So, if I slap this thing all the way over to the left, can I use it to climb? Can I use it to climb? Because I want uppies. Come, we want... I forgot, there's no jump. What's this? I don't make it go... Oh wait, now can I jumpies? Now me jumpies? Me no jumpies. Maybe if I bring this side down, I could use that thing to lift it up. Oh no, maybe that will bring it high enough? No, I think it's just too far away. I think I need the other side around to where I'm at. Well, wait. Can I open this? You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the planetarium to your drafting pool? I guess. Is that how do I see the stars? That's not how I see the stars. Wait. Oh, maybe I don't actually use the telescope to see the stars. I use the planetarium. Oh. Wait, why do I have a star under my thing here? That might be it. Maybe I don't actually use the well, then why the hell would they give me a telescope? Why would you do this to me? I mean, this... Why didn't I think about aiming it out the open hole? Can I aim it out the open hole, or is it just going to get stuck on the thing up there? I think it's just going to get stuck on something or knock me out. Thunk. Oh no, it does aim out there, but can I use it? That was the problem, is I couldn't seem to... Oh! Yeah, well, it'd be great, you know, to actually look through the glass instead of having the glass up there, because I just realized I tried to look at the glass while it was, like, above my head. Observatory rank 2. North Star, gain 1 gold. Okay. How do I gain the 1 gold? Did I already gain the 1 gold? Is the gold somewhere around here? On the table? Bash my head? Hold on. What's this? This goes the only direction I can go. Leads to a color room of your choice. Or the chapel. It was mentioning about green rooms, so I'm assuming that each of these room colors actually has a purpose. Whenever you enter the chapel, lose 1 coin. Well, I only got 2. I'm fine with that. Bing bong. Any books or something I can read? Anyone hiding? Goblet? Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a gem. Fantastic. Oh. Wait, hold on. I was expecting Jesus. Okay, we've got a necromancer. A town bicycle. Wait. Yeah. Man who likes to play patty cake. And the Pope. But what I was interested in is we have an angel with a broom. 5. Hold on. I have never taken notes in a game in my life. But this just... Everything seems to have some purpose in this game. and my brain won't ignore it. Am I overthinking this game entirely? I feel like I'm just like overthinking everything. This looks like a, okay, we're gonna say chapel as my note. Made 5. Then we have hoe 1. Or farmer 1, not hoe, sorry. The paddler. I'm guessing that's the chief. Chef is 2? Wait, no. Would that be gardener? This looks like there is a farmer. Would that be gardener? Like I'm expecting my notepad to be like, yes, you're right. No, you're wrong. Go suck a weenie. Yeah, let's go with farmer. You can plow my fields anytime. What's behind this, though? Look at this. There is something behind here that now I'm curious about. This is... horse rider? BDSM queen? I don't know how this works. Let's say jockey. Would that be a... I say jockey, and the first thing that comes to mind is a game I really never play, is, Left 4 Dead 2. People have had me play that, and all I can remember is jockey, those weird-looking things. Are they called jockeys? The horse maiden? I mean, I don't know what to call it. And the other one is a chimney sweep. I think. Because it's wearing black with a brush. With the hat. What the hell does this mean? What is it? I'm just going to call it chimney sweep. Because it reminds me of Mary Poppins. Chim chimney chim chimney chim chim chiroo. Allow me to come and clean out your flue. As I spit on my monitor, you know it's true. I have no fucking clue what I called it. Crap. Chimney sweep. Okay, chimney sweep 4. So it looks like there's a total of 6. And I've got an order, but what's behind this? I keep trying to jump. I keep hitting the space button to jump. Looks like there is something behind it, though. Is there a 7th symbol? Can I throw a rock through the window? What is that up there? Lloyd's. Oh, no, there's another thing over here. There's a 7th one. What is this one? Maybe there's 8 in total, and I can't see the 8th one. We're gonna call this one, Valkyrie. That's not, it's the only thing I could think of. She's wearing armor, she has a shield, I mean, she has a scepter. But, we're just gonna call it that. I don't think anything else was special here. I can't do anything. Does this one not have those pictures, by the way? Hold on. I just realized that this is like the first room that did not have the portraits like the rest of the rooms. That's interesting. So, what does the map look like? So how would that work? Unless I'm missing them. But no, I don't think... Yeah, then I have to be crazy. It's just coincidence. Walk-in closet, 4 items. That puts me at the wall. I have nothing to turn left. I want 4 items. It's saying for a gem, so I'm gonna exchange my gems for items. I like me items. Enter. Nope, this one has the thingy. It's a boat. We're gonna find a boat and crow. Wait. Boat, float, man, or row. Row, crow. Row, crow. And what line is this? This is line 3.
So I have line 1. I actually have to separate these because now they're not making sense. Line 3 is crow and row, which means big old C. I think that could be horribly wrong. Where's my items? Oh, how about here? Key. A cupcake! Delicious! What do I do with the cupcake? Oh, it gives me steps. Perfect. Salt shaker. It is a salt shaker! I was just like, yeah, that's what I put in my closet as a salt shaker. Keep out the demons! Whenever you eat food and gain steps, you gain... Oh, I could have gained an extra 1 if I did it in the other order. And then a gem, I'm assuming, is the other item. So I got a gem back, so that cost me nothing. Well, hello. And you are? Apparently I can't rotate it. It's just... I can just look at it. What's the point of looking at it? Is there anything else hidden in here? Oh, I'm out of coins. I forgot, every time I enter, I lose a coin. Let's see here. Nook. 1 key. Food for sale. Or security. I want the security room. I want a 1993 security room. I want Windows 3.1 on all the screens. I've got gems, might as well use... Oh, so that's me. I'm a lot younger than I thought. I thought we're talking like I was in my 30s or something. You know, like in real life? Yes, a giant tape backup. Everything in life is binary. It's either a duck or not a duck. Interesting. So, there's more to the story than just getting to room 46. So there's 45 rooms. I can't generate 45 rooms, can I? How many? When I can look at the map, I'm gonna look again, because I just realized that it says find room 46, but I can only generate so many rooms. And I just realized that maybe I can't generate all of the rooms. Notice that you're not pointing at yourself. Oh, now you are. That is one hell of lag. Oh, I'm in control now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. No, I could do 44 rooms, but I already have the entrance hall and the ant chamber. What the hell is the ant chamber? Did it explain to me what the ant chamber is? I'm assuming that's my goal, and that I'm playing like the world style of Tetris. And there's 3 entrances to that, I guess, and 1 exit. So room 46 has to be up. If that's how this works, and the ant chamber is always in the same spot, then 46 has to be up, right? Oh, look, it's a banana. Can I eat the banana? Salt shaker. Well, I got 4 more steps. Thank you. Delicious. Wait, why is this? Oh, because this would lead to the parlor, and it can't do that. Oh no! I have broken the walls of physics. Okay, so I've got all of the porn footage around here. What are these? Staff notice. Effective the first week of December. Payroll for all live out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electric computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be,
and in the laboratory.
Next to laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to your house manager. Mrs. Babbage's the terminal password begins with S.
Wait. Ugh. Trying to get close to this. I don't know what that says. I think it starts with an S and ends with an O? Sanguino? I have no idea.
Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry.
Well, that seems to be, like, stupid. That would be, like, a completely pointless note to have. Yeah, we just wanted to let you know the door was unlocked. So if you ran into and found out that it was locked, that's not how it should be. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Wait, hold on. Keycard access. Okay, so I have a keycard, right? Or do I need different keycards? Let me go play on the computer. Let me boot up Minesweeper. Okay, let me boot up something earlier than Minesweeper. Enter. View estate inventory. Did I not unlock that chest? I got a key and then I left the chest. Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. Because according to this, the following data is the list of the items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Item will be updated as new rooms are added. So, I think I'm going to be walking back. Keycard system. Security doors are within the estate. Currently operational. Keycard system settings. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard doors that will be deployed in your estate. You expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with high. I have a keycard. Why not? Crank it up. Wait, can it go higher than high? No, it can't. Okay. Offline mode locked. Change offline mode. I guess. Alright. I don't know. Offline mode? But then why would I have a choice to... Couldn't I just turn it to offline mode and then access the entire house? What's the point of being able to set low, medium, and high when I could just be like, one more keycard? Security menu. Log into the network. Terminal password. Snow. Whoop, I can't spell. Snow flow. I don't know. And correct password. Damn it. Well, I'll have to find a password then. That's fine. What happens if I go in there and I have no coin? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. I'm heading back to open that chest. It's a waste of things, but... Watcha! Oh, I'm glad I came back. Look at all that. I got fitting. Wait, 20? Oh, that's right. I have the coin purse. Every 3 gains me 1 more. Sweet. Let me just go donate to the church again. Dong. I guess it wasn't that far away. What do we have? We have the pantry. Corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. Okay. I want the laboratory. See what I can do in here. Haha. I'm guessing that's what they referred to as a keycard door. I think. Heating and cooling curves. The H2O. Hydrogen dioxide. Melting point at 0.1
PPT to 0.5.
Atmospheric pressure. Randolph Mummin. Okay, I don't know what good that does me. What's this? Battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Insert inappropriate joke about your mom's collection here. Because it tells me nothing. Anything else around here? Oh, wait. Damn it. Was there pictures in there? I forgot to check to see if there's pictures in there. Are there pictures in here? Yeah, it's like I'm not seeing pictures anymore. It's like it's making me feel crazy and not crazy at the same time. I typically work over at Sinker Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical and how to get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors worked, but I must admit, did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Sorry, Kimberly Thompson. Miss Piggy. Yeah, you're screwed and you're probably fired at this point. Or dead. One of the two. Pull the lever, Kronk. Lever? Why does it make me feel like I'm missing part of this puzzle? It's got like the electric things from like a madhouse, a mad scientist. Oh, another terminal. Wait, what's this? Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. I'd like to check my email. Me too. Let's all go to the security terminal. Welcome to the laboratory. What's in this thing? Let's take a look. Experiment setup. Research logs. Research logs. Oh, okay. Setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Activate the Omega-13. Please choose a cause from A and effect from B. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, set your dice to 2. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, add 3 aquariums to your draft pool. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Well, I have no hallways. You know what? I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to spend 2 gems drafting a room. I will add 3 aquariums to my draft pool. I have no idea what aquariums are and what they're going to do for me. But I like fish. Maybe I'll see a shark. Baby shark, do 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 do. Start experiment. Experiment started. Log into network. Well, it's probably gonna ask for a password I don't have. Well, I can't access email from the security terminal, so that's a lie. That doesn't help me in the slightest because there was no email. I feel like there's something else in this room that I'm missing. Something I can injure myself on. Oh, look, there is those pictures. Or there's one. Periodic table of elements. We have discovered only 12. Wait, 12? Hold on. Wait. What? 12? And those numbers aren't even relevant to the actual periodic table of elements. I don't think. I mean, I'm an idiot, but I don't think I was that much of an idiot. I'm going to take a screenshot. Maybe I'll use it later, but it'll probably change. So there's that. Oh. Weed. Stage. If these things are going the way like my note is here, if I can figure out what one of them is, I can try and deduce what the other one is. And so if that's stage, I don't know another word for that unless I'm wrong. I'm going to assume that this weed is actually sage. Because it's just removing one thing. Which row am I on? Oh, I'm on the 4th row, which means I need to add another one. Line 4. Sage, which is a T. I've got to be crazy, but not at the same time. I really think I'm overthinking all of this. Oh, what's this? The machine requires additional power piped from the boiler room. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to find the boiler room. I am looking for crap. This doesn't have a door. How do you access these things if it doesn't have a door? Ah, it was keycard. Bing bong. Weight room, lose half of your feet. I don't want to lose half my feet. I got 4 directions, though. Spare room. And why is the gas leaking? And if someone lights a match, am I going to explode? What do I have? Bedroom. That would... No, that would lead me to the chapel, and that would be like a dead end. Oh, wait. Redraw floor plan. The archives. Perfect. Okay. I'm glad I had that die. What's with the beep beeps? What are the pips above it? The lights, the bing bongs. Let's see, while drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 floor plans of your potential floor plans. Well, I mean, I'll take it. Why not? I hope I don't screw it up. But we want the archives. My sanity must be in here. Either my dignity or self-respect, too. What is with this? Can I access any of these? Bing bong. Bing bong ding dong. I feel like I should have taken that secret passage. Did I take a secret passage? Hold on. No, I did a walk-in closet and... Yeah, I'm really painting myself into a corner here, aren't I? I'm not really thinking ahead because I'm like, I have one direction I can go. And if I screw that up, then I'm kind of screwed. And that's got... Now it has music. Wait, hold on. Coat. Why does it seem like some of these drawings just don't look correct? It's a coat. Oh. Marigold wins Herald literary honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, has been chosen as a Herald literary medal, illustrated book of the year. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to love, to the public eye, even before her literary success. Just ignore me. My brain just saw She Was No Stranger, and my brain went straight into Rickroll. And I like that song despite what anyone believes. I was 2, and it came out on my birthday. So, you know what? I'm connected to that song. Screw you all for hating it. I'll get Rickrolled in it, and I'll be fine. Even before her literary success, the niece and the closet living relation of Baron Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name. Oh yeah, that's really a stretch. To free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. But now they know this, so then it doesn't make a difference. Swimbird author never considered herself success. My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince... Wait, isn't this game called Blueprints? Is based on her son and in his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to their throne. I swear that people like freaking grab at straws, and it's just like, if I wrote a book, someone would find some political reason or something to connect it with and whatnot. And I promise you, if I ever wrote a book, it wouldn't have any of that, because that's not what I'm thinking throughout all of it. If you decipher it as that, that's your own damn problem. Just like the other warriors that defend people that aren't even in the room, when you say something, it's just like, who am I offending? If it's not offending you, who is it offending? And why is there a spider on the wall? Is that a spider on the wall? Okay, this is dumb. At the exact point that I've inserted this, the button on my dial for my wavelength apparently got pushed down for 2 seconds against my monitor and turned off the phantom power, which is what provides this microphone the ability to hear my voice. Something I never anticipated happening. And let alone, I didn't even know it had a feature of the sort to do so. That's what happened. So, yeah, I will do my best to dub over myself in some manner from here on out. Or, you're just going to watch me pantomime the entire thing. The dumb thing is according to OBS, it was still picking up my microphone, which is why I didn't notice. But for some reason, it wasn't picking up the volume in the recording. Like, there wasn't enough coming out of it. It was dumb. And I apologize. It won't happen again, because I have learned that the wavelength has a stupid feature. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and dub over what happens from here on out. Because according to what I looked, is like, I looked over at my thing, I noticed my microphone's still going, and decided to continue going. So all I do here is read. Can fast forward all the way up until, well, the point where I'm done reading, which is, from the looks of it, it's about 5 minutes. So you can go ahead and fast forward like 5 minutes and read it as you see fit, because it's just me reading it like a complete idiot. Nothing new, nothing fantastic, nothing special. I would redub it and throw Skeletor's face on there for entertainment purposes, but I really don't want to use that for an entire hour. I feel like you guys would get tired of that. I mean, technically, I could put an AI voice to it and make it even dumber. Like the lovely person that I was using for the censorship on the Zelda thing I just recently did. But yeah, for here, let's just say you can skip ahead for like a few minutes. And here I finish up on the reading aspect, and then, well, continue on. I do my little searchy search. Here I'm looking at a coat and a thing, and I'm like going, how could this end up being? And what I end up writing down is coat and cot, because that's what my brain says. Since you can't hear me actually say that. And then, well, I go about my glorious business of searching, looking for money, pornography magazines from the 1930s, you know, everything a normal human being would do, while looking around in a house that I'm just supposed to investigate. And then there's me staring at a door. Then I'm like, can I open the door? Let me take a look. Let's go check it. Oh, look, it's locked. I choose not to use a key because I only had one key and didn't want to waste it. But then I knew I had the beep beep. I mean, there's not really anything for me to comment on here. So I'll try and limit it to things that are actually, I don't know, of importance, maybe? And here, going into the next glorious room, just to sum up what happens in here, is I start noting where the locations of the chess pieces are, and the fact that the pictures on the wall I note as pilot and plot. I still have no idea at this point whether these are correct or not, because I haven't even continued playing the game when I found out that apparently my mic audio disappeared. So this is me just blabbering on as normal. Then you can watch me like look around and think and plan and plot and see if I have any semblance of intelligence. And then I'll come back at the next point I can note something for you. Boy, do I feel really dumb about this completely. And so now I unlock the glorious door, and I select the Rumpasroon because it looked entertaining. And then I also, I guess, note the bishop, and then we get to talk to the lovely machine, which you'll see the storyline for that when that pops up. In this room, I have to wait until the pictures show up because I don't remember what the pictures were. And then I think I called it Zoltar? Hold on, I'm gonna Google it while we're sitting here. Was it Zoltar? Fortune teller. It is Zoltar. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. So it's like a make on Zoltar. Okay, there's the images. I just saw them like 2 seconds ago. And this one kind of is stumped me because the only thing I could come up with was tiger and tear. Because I mean, that was a tiger, and so I was trying to think of like a letter I could add or remove to create the next one, and then all I could think of was tear, as in there was like levels on that thing. I don't know what that is, and I like a fondue fountain or something. It had levels and so forth. It was just a matter of like tiger, and it's just like I was trying to think, what letters could I possibly remove from tiger to make a word? And tear was what came up in my mind. So I noted that here. You guys are probably enjoying this far more without me talking. Except for Link. Link's the one who pointed out that this audio was missing, that I had no idea. Because when I went over it and I was like hearing sounds and like went halfway through it, I was like, okay, so it's got my voice and everything, just move along. Now I have to pay more attention to stupid stuff like that. So then you are going to see Zoltar, the Mighty.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
And then from here, I decide to go with the orifice, I think. Did I go? No, I went with the archive plan because I couldn't put the office. I wanted to do the office, I just did not have the gems. And this is also my thing where I finally realized what archive floor plan was. I thought it was like something secret. And then I was like, oh yeah, I opened the archives. The archives makes it so it archives a floor plan because it said that it made it so you would not be able to see all 3 options. And that didn't occur to me until this point that I've learned now what the archive floor plan means. And so thus, I make my way into the archive. So I look around for anything good, see a lovely red note, and move along like I know ya do. And then I identify the pictures, and my brain, like, almost immediately goes cart and chart as my thing. I still don't know at this point if what I'm doing is even remotely on any kind of line of intelligence, and they could just be pictures for no reason whatsoever. They just seem too, like, ever since I first saw them, they just seemed too convenient, too perfect. In that first room that I wanted to pay attention to it, my brain was trying to find out what those 2 images were, since there was only 2 in that first room. And then I continued on. Just like, I don't know if we got the other room in this. No, I think we did. I'm trying to think if we got the, what do you call it, the puzzle room? I'll check and come back to that. And so here, I decide to choose the drawing room. And my brain is like, just walked in here and said, oh yeah, look, there's a picture right there. We're good. We'll find something out. And then I find out that's locked, where I use the key, blah, blah, blah. Then I come in here and look that there is so many paintings. And I'm confused as hell. I do note that there is a chess piece in here later. And this tells me about this. Obviously, you can read this yourself. You are capable. You have the brain power. I know you do. You can just imagine my stupid voice explaining this to you. And then I find the 2 pictures, which here, my brain goes stage and stag, because it just makes sense. Because again, that 1 letter thing is, I don't know where I got the 1 letter thing from, but that's just where my brain is, like, correlating these 2 images together. And I just really don't know, like, in the end, like I still have that open. Let's go to my notepad. And yeah, I'm like looking at it right here, since, I mean, I'm not having to worry about anything that's going on there. I've got line 7, LAM 6543 2, which I didn't even note that it's 2. Line 2. And 1. The only one I have like line 5. I have 4 of them, and line 1 I have 4 of them. And the only word I can spell with line 1, because I have E, S, F, and A, is safe. And then on line 5, I have IGHE, which I can't think of any word. Wait, EIGHT? So the T might be in the line. It might be 8. It's not light, because then there's an E. I don't know how many words would have those 4 letters. The only thing I can think of is 8, but I don't even know if I'm even on the right track for this at all. And then I ended up finding out here about the thing just because I went to go look around the thing for no reason, and I was just confused. Then I decided to go look at the image, and then I noticed the image gave me a clue, and so my brain must have subconsciously saw that and decided to go poke it or something. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I just know that I'm an idiot. And so my entire brain thought or brain rot of this entire room is I was thinking that it has to do with counting those guys. And so I kept counting them over and over and over again. And I'll give you a spoiler. I don't figure out the save code. I mean, I've been doing pretty good on being able to solve the puzzles and stuff as I run into them. This one, I just do not understand because they're facing different directions. I have no other hints or indicators. I did not figure out how to solve this. I still don't know how to solve it. Remember, I haven't continued playing. This is me trying to fix my own screw up and entertain you at the same damn time. And then I noticed they all have lines underneath them with arrows going both directions, indicating their stride. And it's just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do a measurement thing there or what. But this room annoys the crap out of me. And, I mean, it annoys the crap out of me for quite a while. Let's see here. Like, it goes on until another, I don't know, 5 minutes I work on this. So I would recommend you skip ahead. Because this is just me running around with my, well, head cut off. Figuratively speaking. And then now I'm moving on to the next room, deciding my fate, my plans, my plots, and I decide to go with the boudoir just to see what happens. And so I'm looking around, making jokes about how I want to look beautiful, fantastic with all my perfumes, noticing a Christmas image. I mean, as you can tell, all the audio sounds for the game are still here. It's just me that's disappeared, the, lesser of two evils. And so then I just look around, see if there's anything special, if anything I can click on, anything hidden on the floor or dropped. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's items just randomly, other than when I found this. And then I'm like, huh, okay, magic. There are items around, but not like on the floor. Then I walk around, I run into a safe, and my brain immediately thinks, obviously 4-digit code, and thinks picture, thinks 1225. Like, Christmas. Because the safe was in the picture I mentioned when I had picked up the picture. And the fact that that worked, I'm just like, well, that was dumb. And then it looks like it gives me a gem and a red envelope, which has the number 4 on it. I don't know what the importance of it is. But I was like, overall reading the aspect of this. So, you can just pretend that my little movement down there, that actual words are coming out and that you could hear them. Because you can just look at my face and realize the sarcastic, stupid voice that I'm probably using for this. And then in like a couple minutes, actually more like just a minute, I'm looking at the timeline as I'm recording this, I'll be moving on to like the next room. If you haven't done so, you should go check out the stupid music video called It's going to be a hit. Listen. And then my overall plan is like, hey, I need more keys. And either way, I'm kind of feeling like I think I'm stuck because I look at it and I could have, I still had some directions to go, so I figured getting the locksmith was a better choice. And I don't think I covered the pictures in that room. And then I also learned how the glorious thing known as the coupon book works. And like when I'm doing the math in my head right now, I'm like, I don't have enough money for all this. But then I learn that when doing that, the coupon book kicks in. And then I notice that I have enough cheese to purchase not only that, but I could get the 3 keys and the oh my goodness, English is our good ender what? The lockpick kit. So I'm like looking going, okay, I have enough for both. And I'm like, how did that work? And then I'm like, oh, miraculous, my brain. And then I noticed this, which my brain instantly went to plain and pane, as in like window pane, which technically if it was plain, like, a plane as in a meadow, a plane, and it was a pane as in torture pane, it still would have worked out the same because it was still like, I think an L. Plot, where is it? Plain pane, yeah, L. Line 7. And so thus I continue on the epic adventure. And continue on. English is our good ender. What? We go with the dining room. Because Kamehungi. Kame also learning about ranks of rooms. If I haven't mentioned it earlier on, that I discover that the further I go, the higher rank of the room, which I think when it's rank, it's what level it is. What I've been calling lines, I think like each line is considered a rank. So you start at rank 1, then 2, then 3, and so forth, all the way to, I think, 8, maybe. I make a reference that I was expecting that to talk to me if I stared at it. It did not. Then I notice there's a plane, and I look there and determine planet. Don't know where I get planet from, but it was the only thing I could think of that matched up with plane. So I have plane and planet, making it so I think, yeah, the letter T on line 6. Then I start trying to explain myself as to why I decided that that was the result. And then I cram key and hole. And decide on a bedroom. Seemed like a good idea at a late time. And this is me talking about how I've always wanted a top hat, the ones that like pop up, you know, like in old style cartoons and shows and stuff. I mean, I have no need for one. I just always thought they were cool. And then I think I noticed the chess piece here, and so I decided to go and make a note on my little picture that I have, which was just a screenshot, and so I'm just writing really bad-handed, like PA for pawn, on every location that well has a pawn. This room, I think, let's see here. Oh yeah, this one was like, I think an easy one that just came to my mind. If this is the, yeah, rank 7, paint and pint. Because we go paint, pint. And then made it an A. Either I'm a genius or I am literally grasping at straws here. Because I don't even, as I said, I don't understand why my brain is making these correlations with the words, but it's the only thing that makes sense to me when looking at these pictures. There's nothing else I can think of that makes sense is besides, like, I could think of originally my brain was just trying to rhyme it, and then the words became too close. I make a comment about how clear that face is compared to the blurry rest of it. She has a moon necklace, and that's about it. Try and click random spots in the photo frame.
thinking that I might find something magical, you know, like something magical, of course. And then that points straight to hell, or the basement. Thought that was a chest. Then I go over and grope this door with all of my might. And so the only choice I have is either a dead end that I can't afford, or archive. And obviously, I'm gonna choose the archive. Normally, I would have like made a bathroom by now, but for some reason, I just didn't want to make a dead end anywhere, and it didn't. It just didn't, and you know, make my brain go, this is a great idea here. Let's just stop. Then this was, I looked at it and came up with time and tie. Because I couldn't think of anything else that, I mean, because it was, I saw the tie, and then I saw the clock, and I couldn't think of any word of clock or anything else to call it besides time because of the tie. So it's just like the correlation of, if I can figure out one word, I can generally figure out the other word based on either adding or removing a singular letter, which, I mean, there's only 26 of them. And heck, I even have like a video series of teaching you how to say the alphabet backwards. So my brain just works in a weird manner. Because, I mean, you know, I'll do it right now, because it's not like you do anything besides reading this. ZYX, WUTSI, QPO, NML, KGI, HGF, EDCBA. Learned that in, like, 2nd grade or 1st grade or something. I don't remember. And I don't even know why the teacher taught it to us. But she taught us, like, 3 letters a day, continuously. And it has been something that's been stuck in my head for my entire life. And I look around and then move along. And again, I'll end up choosing the anchovy plan, because anchovy plan, archive plan. Because it's just like, I'm trying not to get dead ends. I really am. I am breaking my back trying not to do it. And then I get the spare bedroom, which has nothing. And then the bell rings, and I'm like, what am I gonna fight? And then I realized, since I created a rank 8, there was something about rank 8 and the food, or the kitchen or something, or not the kitchen, the dining room. And so I was just like, yeah, I guess I'll go check that back, you know, because, you know, maybe it's a dinner bell. I wasn't sure. I just knew that I couldn't eat it then, and then I think it's something said somewhere, I don't know if it was earlier or later in the video, that mentioned about rank 8 being where you would be able to eat the food. Heck, it could have been on the thing, I just don't remember. And then I generate a dead end, which is the astro chamber. Planetarium, sorry, don't know where I got astro chamber, which was the thing I got from the telescope, which was weird in itself, because I don't know what I was doing in that room. So I look for anything on any of the chairs, find this. I determined that this, I think, is based on what day it is, which may give me an idea of how many days there are as your limit, which I think is 50. At least according to the fact that 50 was the highest number that it shows up here. But there's no guarantee. I mean, I could be horribly wrong on that. And so I just start reading this, looking through it, and then realize that I got the North Star, that I make it, that was a screenshot sound of me screenshotting things, so that's still coming through, which is great, you know. I stir around to talk about how much I think space is actually awesome. I don't like deep oceans, you know, where you can't see and whatnot. For some reason, I absolutely love space. Love to travel to it. Would love to just, you know, drift endlessly into non-existence for trillions of miles. Just reminds me of the episode of Futurama where, I didn't mention this, but the whole Bender meets quote-unquote God, and he's like, you know you've done something right when it looks like you've done nothing at all, or some quote similar to that. And then here I, well, look through everything and I go, well, I don't have much of a choice of places to go. And so from here on out is pretty much me just going over all the rooms and trying to figure stuff out. So pretty much you've reached pretty much the end of the video. I mean, I will make it to the one door that needed a key, and I have a key, and I forgot about the lock picks. There's a couple other rooms I do run into, which I think are cool. But we'll find out those when it occurs. But until now, I decided that it would be a great idea to leave this room and go eat the delicious food that is in the dining hall. Dining hall? Dining room? I don't know what it is. What do rich people call those rooms? The food consumption chamber? And then I'm like, oh, food, nom 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 nom. And then I did an experiment room, and it would have been great if I ever bought a room that was 2 gems, because then I would have possibly had an aquarium, which whatever an aquarium does, but then it would have given me 10 more steps. But I'll tell you right now that the steps are very low consequence for the most part. And then I'll end up running back into that one room, staring at it, trying to see if I can solve the issues. I think I end up unlocking a couple other rooms on my way back while I'm exploring. Yeah, I'm not, since I don't know if any of you know the story or what's going on if this is your first time, which is why I'm not trying to give spoilers on what I do. It's, you know, silly like that. And here I just try a bunch of other options of like how many of those guys are on the wall, and I don't understand this puzzle, because I believe there is a puzzle, unless there's just a code somewhere and this is just a ruse to get my attention and waste time. But I don't waste much time here. I don't know if I ever covered that one room's pictures, because I kind of stopped paying attention. Then from here, I'm like, interesting. I might as well just make the workshop, because I can't go any further ahead, so I figured I would just, you know, check out new rooms and see what would happen. And here I end up playing around with stuff, and, I combine this glorious item. And this has puzzled me. I still don't understand this, because it's like, I just got it. I just got it right now. No way. I'm actually gonna note it. Where is my thing here? And you're gonna have to wait until next episode to find out what I just thought of. But you now you have advanced notice that I didn't have here, because it just occurred to me. Because, you know, my brain is just, all the smooth brain power is just working at its core. And here I'm just looking at that, taking a screenshot, E. And then I made a reference to someone putting that E emote or whatnot. And then I just go about my lovely little business and play around with stuff in the room, as you will, you know, shortly see.
And then here, I decided to move on, and since I'm just checking stuff out, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the mailroom. Find out a packet. Get it later. Whatever that does. Order placed. Then I read a letter from my father. From Dad. My papa. And then I just explore the room. And, yeah, get some hints about some things later on. So I'm just going to stop that and let you read at your wheel. And here, I end up running into this, which is some kind of hint, and my brain is like trying to understand how this works or what this is for. And so, yeah, take a screenshot, of course. Commander Intelligent I am. And then later on, I will find the fuse box at another dead end, just so you know that I do get to play with it. But spoiler alert, I have no idea what it's for. And that doesn't spoil anything for anyone who has no idea what it looks like. They just know that I'm going to see that fuse box later on. That's it. Oh, and I think I find the pictures in this one, which was clock and lock, and my brain said cock, because, well, I mean, it still involves the letters, but I found lock, and then my brain was just like, oh, you replaced the letter. No, that's not how that works. But yeah, so it was clock and lock in this room, so it was a C. And I'm still going to base everything off of that, because so far that seems to make sense. And I keep saying it because I sound crazy. I think I sound crazy when I say something like this. And while recording this, I mean, I might as well tell you a story that happened today while this was posted live, and I was just... It wasn't posted live until I got home, but I didn't find out about this whole audio thing. But I went to see my dad at his shop today, and he said that he lost a ring. And he explained how he lost the ring. He just dropped it in front of him, and my brain was like, you know what? The story's not going to make a whole lot of sense unless I, like, add pictures.
But he was looking for many days for it, and I found it in a short amount of time. I mean, it doesn't sound like a miraculous thing, but my dad was extremely happy about it because he had the ring back. I mean, I guarantee he would have found it later, but I'm just glad that he didn't have to worry about it anymore. And then I think from here on out, until I get to the fuse box, I am literally just re-exploring everything. So have fun watching. But then again, I immediately lied, and the fact is that I just went and drafted another room. Because I'm a smart man. Not really. I also used the new toy that I crafted inside of that room to, like, unlock things. And I get the octagonal table of, or rectangular table of dimwits. Learn about spreading items. If I ever see that thing, it tells about how items get spread throughout the place. You know how it works. This room is relatively boring for the most part, but it did explain, like, there were things that I learned later on. I do find a code in this room. I think it was like 3809. It's on that red thing right there. Nope, sorry, 9083. And actually, I think I did that. It's actually said that in the actual video too. Is like when I went back, I decided to try and use that on the drawing room, which I'll tell you right now, it is not correct. I tried 3809 and 9083 because my brain thought it was the first one. And then I looked at my notes and it says 9083. I'm just like looking around, making plans, making plots, picking my butt. The typical things I normally do. Then I notice the pictures, and I see the face guard again, and the car, and then my brain's like, so it's a different name, so it's car and card. At least that's what my assumption is. And my brain's like thinking all the different things of where I've been, all the pictures on the walls. I'm talking about like all of the chess pieces I found. I'm trying to think of like, what does it all mean? But what does it mean, Basil? I don't know what that's from. Then it tells me the experiment untested. Try and steal a free pen. Then I have to make the ultimate decision. What do I do with the door? And this is where I'm like, oh, brilliant idea. I have the solution for the breaker box. Which I don't actually have the solution for the breaker box. I just had how the breaker box works. For whatever that thing was. But then when I open the breaker box, and here, I come up with tube and tub. And then you're going to get to watch me play with buttons for a little while, trying to see what I can make it do, if anything. So I've got all these things that literally like mean nothing. The chess pieces might mean nothing. These images might mean nothing.
Hell, there might never be a room 46. Was it Agent 46? Hold on. Was it Agent 46? Or was it like Agent 45? Agent 46. No, Agent 47. Ah. So if you find the 47th, you'll probably get killed. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just turn off the gymnasium, the dark room, turn on the garage. I don't even know what the gymnasium or the garage does, because I don't think I've found either of those. And then I start pushing buttons. So have fun watching this part, because this is just going to be me pushing a crap ton of buttons for no reason. And at this point, I'm like going, oh yeah, I'm a genius. I figured it out. And then I found out about the white light, and I'm like, oh yeah, well maybe the white light does something. So then I continuously push buttons over and over and over again, thinking that maybe I have some kind of, you know, brain smarts. Needless to say, I don't. Didn't figure out anything else about that. And now I just go back and explore like the remainder of the house, just looking for a possibility before my end goal of exiting through Constellation. And at this point, this is where I discovered that the red memos are lies, and I read under there it's something like, unless handwritten or something. I don't know, I don't have the ability of reading it. There seems to be a lot of small print, which makes me think that there is, like, a feature that I'm not using that I should, or something I haven't found, or it's just a part of the game that you're supposed to try and figure out how to read it. Then I continue on looking for, like, all the chess pieces and otherwise to see if I missed anything. And then I also, here, we found the periodic table where I look at it and go, oh yeah, there's numbers. And then I find out later that there is a periodic table itself. And then I get all of the letters for it, which then I didn't even decipher this. I've got all of it here on my list here, which was PUSHTHREE. Oh my god. I just now understand. Oh my god, I just understand it now. I understand it now. I now can read it. My brain did not read it until now. Again, another thing you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to figure out. Because I did not figure it out throughout like, all this time. So enjoy watching me just like go back and forth trying to figure this out. Because I thought it was words, and then my brain didn't do words correctly.
And then from here on out, I kind of just am wandering around looking for anything to like make a note for my first day, such as the, you know, chess pieces and otherwise. Because, well, that seems to be like an important part of nothing, because I have no knowledge of these two specific things. It's like what the pictures mean or what the chess pieces mean, if anything. Other than that, I don't feel like I've gained anything. And so I go and take my time and exit my day here and do my outro saying, thanks for watching, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But then I'm going to tell you right now that, again, Kame is not smart man. Because Kame did not actually end the day, and I made a short clip afterward, which my microphone's still not working at that point because it was like 2 seconds later. But I shouldn't have the phantom power problem in the future. But like, I'm thanking you all for watching. Make sure that you do the algorithm stuff that, you know, helps me out by commenting, subscribing, you know, just calling me an idiot. I also noticed that I have a little part of my monitor showing, which has probably been showing the entire time, and I did not notice, which bugs the crap out of me, but I fixed it. And then I immediately come back, like right here, and be like, oh yeah, maybe I should, you know, call it a day and see what happens after that occurs. And then it tells me the Mount Holly Prozac Villa. Tells me all that information about the rooms and otherwise. That's pretty much it. So I thank you all for watching. I will catch you all next time if you have interest in actually hearing me talk throughout the game. So, toodles unto you all.